everyone, my name is Shannon, I'm the Wisdom Wench, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Gardening Diaries, a series where I document my adventures in learning to garden and everything that comes with it, and trying to work through my own resistance to it. I realised I hadn't filmed one of these since November last year, and I have lots of plans and lots of things I've started to action, so I thought I would take you over that today. So over winter we had a lot of really big storms here in the south of England, and it has done quite a bit of damage that I'm slowly in the process of repairing. My shed has a lot of damage to it. I'm probably gonna have to try and replace that this year. All of the fence panels down one side, they're like 20 years old already, but they've basically started to bow in a lot of places. In one of them it broke completely and we had to remove it, and one, the top has come off as well. So we've got repairs to do there. My garden arch has snapped and is only being held up because there's a climbing plant over it, and I don't want to touch that just yet. That worries me. Besides fixing the damage, I also started planning out all of my planting that I was really excited for. All during February and March, I was doing so many trips to the garden centres. I got so many plants, I was all raring to go. This was about March time, and then April came and I got a chest infection, and that lasted for weeks. And then it wasn't until the beginning of May, the first few days of May, that I actually could start working on the garden. The first thing I chose to do, and a lot of people told me that this was an unnecessary task, but it's something that made me feel a lot better. After I've been really ill, I like a good reset. When I first built my raised beds years ago, I made the rookie mistake of not lining them. And then I started reading lots of horror stories about chemicals from wood leaching into the soil. And I know, I'm 99, 98, I'm sure that my soil is fine. But it was like a little earworm. So I spent 3 days digging out all of those flower beds, removing the big plants and lining them and filling them back in. Shannon here. An extra thing I did that I completely forgot to mention, but I do think it's important, is that I started joining different networks to learn how to garden. And another cool thing is that I actually swapped herbal medicine. I made a custom tea, a prototype of a blend I'm working on, for a whole palette of flowers that you're seeing in this picture now with my local gardener who works in the parks and things around here, which I thought was really cool. And I've also joined a bunch of community gardening things so that I can learn from the people that do it every day and do it for a job. And I think that's really important, and it's something that I'm really excited for. After doing all of that, I felt very good. I'd turned over all of the soil, I'd started getting my strength back after being sick, I lined everything, I covered everything in some fresh compost, and having them completely prepped made me feel renewed about the garden, and I was so excited about it. So between that and making a lot of repairs is basically what I've done so far. I have started planting, which will all be in the next video. One thing I've also started doing is keeping a gardening journal, which has been really, really helpful, where I've been planning out everything I'm doing, but also writing what I did well, what I did wrong, and how I can fix it for next time so that I'm constantly growing. Also just keeping a log of what I'm doing and how I'm feeling about what I'm doing. And that's been so helpful. So in my next video as well, we'll go over the journal a bit more in full. But it's nice to know that it's keeping me going, and it was something that I could do even while I was ill and I couldn't do all of that much. I could still sketch out my garden and things like that, and that really helped me. I have lots of plans to do, I have lots of things to action, and I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for you to see how the planting is going, but that will all be in the next one. This is just a quick one to get you up to date of where we are at, what I've been doing in the garden, and loads of things that I'm really, really excited about. I've also got loads of wildflowers growing in one of my beds that are just about to bloom, and I'm really excited for them. And hopefully in the next video you'll see the wildflowers in bloom and a few buds finally poking out of everything I've planted. Thank you for coming along in the gardening journey with me. If you have any tips, tricks, advice, please put it in the comments below. I am learning so much from you all. My comment section is fantastic. It's just a wealth of knowledge. It brings me so much joy. Today is a lovely springtime evening. We're towards the end of March now, but it meant that everyone had the same idea as I did, which is I went outside to film and it was green and beautiful and lovely, but so was everyone else, and their dogs and their children and their lawnmowers, so you just couldn't hear a thing. So you get my room. I'm loving everything I'm doing in the garden at the moment, and I'm very excited for everything that is to come. So as always, thank you all for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye guys. In focus? I don't know if I am. I should wear my glasses because I can't see, so I don't know. See, that looks blurry to me because I'm not wearing my glasses, but I can't tell if it actually is. Fantastic. Come on, Shannon, you should know this by now. Ah, there we go.